Is John Boehner a traitor? Is it possible that by inviting a foreign head of state to speak to a joint meeting of Congress to lobby for a piece of legislation that will affect that foreign nation and may affect the interests, both political and financial, of the Republican Party, that John Boehner has committed a crime that may even rise to the level of sedition or treason?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to Give Me Five, only in the mind of a radical leftist, dare I say, extremist. Not extremists in the sense of violence. See, to me, terrorists are not extremists, they're terrorists. So extremist, to me, is a political extremist. And that's what Tom Hartman is. He's a radical political extremist, fallen off the deep end of the left many, many, many moons ago. John Boehner may be guilty of treason because he invited John Boehner to speak before the Congress of the United States. Now, if that's your premise, if that's what you, I mean, there's got to be something wrong with you. You know, as someone once wrote about me, he might need a checkup from the neck up. Here's more.
Can you imagine if John Boehner had invited Vladimir Putin to speak before the United Nations, to speak before the assembled members of Congress about the Ukraine crisis? Or if he had invited the president of China to come and talk? Everybody would be hysterical. Can you imagine if, when the Democrats controlled Congress, if when Nancy Pelosi was Speaker of the House and Hugo Chavez was still alive, and I think they overlapped, if she had invited Hugo Chavez to come address the assembled delegates of the House and Senate?
The assembled delegates of the House and Senate? Okay, I'll give him a pass on that. So he's comparing, first of all, he's comparing inviting Benjamin Netanyahu. He's comparing Netanyahu to the president of China, Vladimir Putin, and Hugo Chavez. Woohoo, woohoo. More.
Well, John Boehner has invited Benjamin Netanyahu to address a joint session of Congress without running it through the White House. Article 2, Section 2, Sentence 2 of the U.S. Constitution makes it very clear that foreign policy is the province of the president, and that after the president negotiates treaties with foreign nations, they are approved by a two-thirds vote in the Senate. John Boehner is not even in the Senate. He's in the House of Representatives.
Could someone please help me wrap my head around this? First of all, it's going to be interesting to see what Tom Hartman says after Obama agrees to a treaty, an agreement with Iran, and then says we don't even have to go to the Senate to get it ratified. I'm sure Hartman will then somehow blame the Senate for not having to vote on it, because Obama has no intention of going through Congress to have a treaty approved with Iran. But that aside, Boehner is violating the Constitution because the president makes foreign policy? What? Does Congress not appropriate foreign aid and funds? I mean, this is lunacy! Total lunacy! Leftist, crazy left-wing lunacy. One more.
I mean, John Boehner is like the American equivalent of the Ayatollahs. You know, the hard right fringe in Iran, which doesn't want America negotiating with Iran. And then you got the hard right fringe in the United States that doesn't want America negotiating with Iran.
Tom, an invite has gone out to you to appear on this show with me and debate this. You and I have tried this before. Doesn't always end well because I don't have a lot of patience, nor do I have a lot of success in debating people who speak in non sequiturs, who invent things, and are totally out there and out of control. And this nonsense is absolutely, without any of the slightest validity, or it's just bizarre. We'll see if he accepts on the Steve Malzberg Show.